Good morning, Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya. It is my birthday today. It is April the 1st. Mercury is going retrograde today, and we're right in the middle between the eclipses. Okay, so I'm going to be starting to do weekly readings for you all. So this reading today that I'm doing for you right now is for the week of April the 7th, 2024. Okay, so let's dive right into your reading. I have already cut your deck and I have shuffled your cards 10 times. I'm utilizing the numerology of the week of April the 7th, 2024. So I've added up all of the numbers. The numbers all add up to 19, and I added 1 plus 9, and that equals 10. So I've shuffled all of your decks that I'm going to be using 10 times already. Okie dokie. So that being said, let's dive right into your reading. Okay, so first we have the King of Cups. So today I'm utilizing my Game of Thrones tarot. So the King of Cups, this king is a king that is very in tune with his emotions. He is very adept to psychic abilities, and his intuition is quite strong. He is in tune with his dreams as well, and he can weather any storm. All right. So on a normal Rider-Waite deck, the king is sitting on a little platform on his throne in the middle of choppy waters. Okay, and he is very capable of keeping his emotions regulated. So if you want to think about it this way, so at times the king might seem quite stoic or quite perhaps cold, but in reality, he just knows how to not overreact to situations and knows how to keep his emotions in check. So despite what might be going on in the world, because we all know that the world is going to be quite chaotic. I know April in the astrology with the total solar eclipse that is happening on the day after, well, during this week actually. So that's going to be on the 8th, right? So this is the week of the eclipse. So perhaps you are able to maintain your composure during some things that are happening during this week and during this month, okay? Because we also have Jupiter and Uranus going conjunct on the 20th in Taurus. So that could be, so Uranus can be eruptions, disclosures. Jupiter expands all of these things, and it's happening in Taurus, which is about money and finances and agriculture and beauty and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll get a little bit more cards. We'll get 3 more cards from this deck. And but you know, perhaps I know my dreams are getting quite, I have my sun, my Mercury and Mars in Aries. So I am definitely feeling this. I know my dreams have been quite intense lately. I've been waking up at weird hours in the night, but I am in a good mental space right now, despite, you know, things, you know, it's all about your perspective, right? Things are what they are, and you make them either negative or positive with your perspective and how you look at things, right? Because for one person, something bad that might happen, like say you lost your job, it might seem like the end of the world to you, but it might also seem like a door opening, and you're being given the opportunity to pursue something that is a little bit more fulfilling for yourself, right? The universe is opening up the door for you. So it depends on your perspective. So reality is what it is, but it can manifest itself and make itself known to you in different ways depending on your perspective. So keep that in mind, okay? The next card we have is the Priestess, or the High Priestess, okay? So like I had just mentioned, heightened intuition, heightened ability to see the past, the present, and the future for what really is. So a lot of timelines are diverging right now, and a lot of truths are going to be told. So perhaps you are, you're raising your consciousness, you're seeing reality. We're never going to know what reality really is. This is our whole point of being here, is to remember who we are, right? But the one thing you can know is that you know nothing. Yeah, I know nothing, Jon Snow, right? So that's kind of interesting, right? But we have the ability to manifest things in this reality, because when we remember that we are God, we are God and we are source experiencing itself in many forms here on earth, right? And this card on the normal Rider-Waite deck, she's sitting in the Chamber of Solomon, and there is no ceiling in this chamber. And so this signifies unlimited potential. So you have unlimited potential, especially utilizing the fire. So she is a priestess of the red god. I forget what his name is. I haven't watched this show in a while. Lahore, something like that. It's a fire god. And so this is us. This is not, so the High Priestess, I believe, is a card that represents Pisces, but utilizing what I'm seeing with this imagery right now, we're utilizing our Aries passion and our Aries fire to manifest what we want in life. And perhaps we are taking life into our own hands and not relying on other people to allow us to tell us how we're going to live our life. Okay. The High Priestess lives on the outskirts of society, right? She's pretty much an outcast, but people come to her for help. But she's not considered normal, right? And I don't consider myself to be normal, that's for sure. So we are definitely tapping into our psychic abilities, our magic essence, and we're tapping into the fire and the passion and the impetuous energy that us Aries have. We're staying in control of our emotions, and perhaps we are utilizing the collapse of what is happening all around us. You know, when things collapse and things fall apart, this is the perfect opportunity for you to create something. And she, you know, let's create something with that passion and that fire. Build your life on how you want it to be and how you want it to look. Be the boss of your own life. Okay? And then we have death. Okay? Death. We have Aria here with Needle. She goes on a rampage to have revenge on everyone that has killed her family in the story of the Game of Thrones. But death in the tarot is a card that signifies extreme and major transformation. And this is the week of the solar eclipse in Aries. Okay. So this week is going to be quite strong for you, Aries, and for me, and for all the Aries out there. If it's your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus, this is going to be a great time. If you can stay focused, not get distracted by what's going on, stay grounded in your emotions and stay regulated. Tap into your magical self, tap into your manifestation, tap into your intuition, your clairvoyance, your consentience, your clairaudience, your telepathy perhaps is increasing. Tap into the imagery of your dreams, that maybe you should have a dream book sitting on your side table where you sleep, so that when you wake up in the morning, you can write down all of the images and the content of your dreams so that you don't forget it. Because as soon as we start moving, even if you're laying in bed, you're going to start forgetting about it. But the death card, our old life is dying, and we have the ability to create something new with this death. It could be death of our old selves, death of our current way of living as a global collective. But utilize this to be reborn like the phoenix in the fire, She dies and she is reborn from the ashes. This is a very potent week for us, Aries. We have this total solar eclipse that is happening at 19 degrees of Aries. I have my Mercury in 18 degrees of Aries, so I'm kind of excited and anxious to see how that is going to manifest for myself. But that being said, this is quite the reading for us. Let's get some cards here. So we have the Observer with the King of Cups. So this deck is quite beautiful. I forget what it's called, but it has quite, haven't used it that often because I haven't resonated that much with it, but I'm going to start using it. So we have, it's number 50, it's the Observer, and this is with the King of Cups. Okay, so the feeling that I'm getting here with this is to stay in charge of your emotions and just be the observer of what is going on in the world during this week. Do not allow it to instill fear into you. You know, Project Bluebeam, if you know what that is, keep in mind about that. And if you don't know what that is, look into what Project Bluebeam is and keep that in mind when you start seeing crazy things happening this month, maybe, or this year. Okay, because the effects of the solar eclipse can be felt up to 6 months, and it is an extremely potent and strong eclipse. Okay, so be the observer. Such a beautiful card. Be the observer and just watch the world through the lens, okay, of stillness and knowing that everything is happening for us and not to us. We need to go through this transformation, being it individually and collectively, so that we can raise our consciousness and elevate ourselves to a higher frequency, right? Excuse me. Okay. With the High Priestess, we have tiny triumphs. Okay, so this is quite a cute card too. This is number 21, and it's a mouse, and it's called the Tiny Triumphs. So if you're trying to manifest things, right, with as the High Priestess, you're trying to raise yourself from the ashes and creating yourself brand new. Perhaps you're creating a new identity. Perhaps you are working on projects or something like that to be in charge of your own life and not rely on other people. Okay, like myself, I'm an entrepreneur right now. I got laid off twice in the last 2 years. Now I don't want to put my life in other people's hands anymore. So I'm starting my own business. Okay, so but you need to break your projects down, and you need to break your big things down into smaller steps, so then it can be manageable. You can put an end date. Do you have it? So if you ever know what SMART goals are, they're specific, they're measurable. So when do you know that you've achieved them or not? They're attainable. They are, what's the R? I forget what the R is. And they're time-based. So my brain is farting. It's still early in the morning. And so you want to make sure that it's specific, you're time-based, that it's realistic. That's what the R is, okay? So that you have the capability to actually do it. But larger projects and stuff like that, you need to break them down into smaller goals, and that way it's not as overwhelming, and then you have a sense of accomplishment as you check off each of the little tiny steps. And then you feel like you're actually gaining momentum and that you're actually moving in the right direction, as opposed to just saying, I want to open the business in a year, but like you don't really have a plan. So breaking it down into smaller goal steps, having due dates for those smaller steps, and that way you can feel very accomplished and that you're moving in the right direction if and when you get those done, okay? And with the Death card, we have Under My Umbrella. This is a weird card. It's cute. So what I'm going to get from this is, um, because it's with the death card, I'm going to say that this is signifying don't be scared to be who you are and to step into your true self and to let your true colors shine, and that you are being protected by the universe, and you are being protected by your higher self and by your spirit guides. Okay, so let your true colors shine. This destruction and this death is an opportunity for you to step into who you really are. And don't, and you know, we're at the point now you should be proud of who you are. Utilize everything that has happened to you, like Aria has in the past, to drive you to be fearless into stepping into your authenticity. This is what the age of Aquarius is, and this is what Aries is. Aries is the sign of I am, right? You need to step into who you truly are, and this portal of the solar eclipse is definitely going to help us, I believe. Okay, you are protected from the fallout or from the rain, from the, you're protected by the universe, and it is your time to shine. Okay. Now to end, let's pick an animal oracle card, and I'll read you what it says, and then we'll be done. Okay. So we have the Cougar. The Cougar, and its target word is assertive, which is quite sums up what Aries are. Isn't that right? So these are beautiful cards here. So, Cougar, in silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed, right? We're manifesting like the High Priestess, and we're breaking things down into the smaller components so they're attainable. Some target words are silence, self-assurance, confidence, camouflage, cunning, courage, agility, action, artistic, observation, and completion of goals. How fitting. And I am getting from this camouflage target word here that we need to keep our projects and what we're working on quiet. Don't share them with everyone, because everyone is not your cheerleader. Okay? We don't need their bad energy to bring us down. Until it's already set in motion and ready to show the world, I would keep it to yourself or to a very select few of people that you trust. Okay. The noble cougar, also called mountain lion or puma, is a totem of courage and confidence. Cougar is a formidable protector who will teach you to observe from the shadows and see the truth in silence. Your intuition, hunches, and knowing will be enhanced by your cougar totem. This is going with the King of Cups and with the High Priestess, right? You will sense threats and avoid them. You are capable of seeing and securing sanctuary and abundance. Cougar people are often leaders with keen and decisive minds. You know how to inspire others and complete tasks and set new goals, right? This is all fitting. You may not be close to a lot of people, and I am not, but you are a great encourager and a loving friend to your inner circle. If Cougar is new to your life, it means you're coming into your power, stepping into your power and being your authentic self. It also could mean it is time to take a leap of faith and to go for your desires, taking your life into your own hands. Opportunities are at hand. With Cougar by your side, you will know better how to set boundaries and protect your precious energy and time so you can pay attention to what really matters. With powerful Puma, you will have grace, passion, and purpose. So there's some things to keep in mind are, have you been losing your temper or lashing out? You need some alone time. Are you leaving things unfinished? Break things down into smaller components. I know I have a problem finishing things, and this is something that I'm working on. Are you spending enough time in nature to regenerate your strength and refocus and try again if you need to? Okay. Very, very powerful reading for us Aries during this week of the total solar eclipse. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that is something that you'd like to do. And if you want a more holistic approach as to what is happening during this week, definitely not only check out your sun, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I'm truly grateful for your energy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful week.